was a mentor to me. He helped me develop throughout my entire career. He taught me all various aspects of the business and gave me the opportunity to get where I am today. After he graduated from MIT with his master's degree, he went to work for a local architecture and engineering firm for a number of years and then founded Monarch back in 1963. He served as president and then chairman and CEO of the company. Ron was the driving force behind Monarch's success.
As most companies start out relatively small, his grew, and the size of his contracts also grew over time, and some of them were very, very large. And a lot of that came about because of his understanding and ability to bring value to the projects he was working on.
I think if I were to choose 2 or 3 words to describe Ron Koetters, I would begin with community, and I would continue to family. Now for Ron, these were not separate notions. The community was his family, and in fact, he made his family intersect with community. So for him, these were intertwined notions. Now I saw this in Ron's own life through the building of his company, Monarch Construction. Within Ron's world, Monarch itself was a family, and it was a family that was a community in itself. Now it realized itself and its value by giving back in every way possible.
Ron was driven for excellence. Ron had a passion to succeed. He wanted to build the best construction company in the area. And he brought that energy to all of us here in the company. It became contagious.
He had something called business savvy, which was wonderful in running Monarch Construction Company. Very focused in what he was trying to deliver in bringing some very good results to the construction projects that he was involved in.
Ron Koetters served over a decade on the Board of Trustees at the Cincinnati Art Museum, following in the footsteps of his dear wife, Flo, who had served as a docent, a volunteer educator at the museum for many years. We're standing here in the Schmidlap Gallery at the Cincinnati Art Museum, one of the construction projects that Ron led for us here at the Art Museum, a transformational part of our history and recapturing the original notion of how this art museum is part of our community. So when we began this project, we asked Ron and said, what can your team do for this project? And it's going to be an incredible lift because I can't promise you there's any profit. I can't promise you that there is any personal return or anything even for the company. And Ron said, I understand, Cameron, I get it. We'll do a good job for you. And I think about those words. They're so simple that we can repeat to each other in life and say, I'll do a good job for you. That's Ron Koetters.
He was interested in being sure he brought good value to the customers that he was working with, as well as being honorable and faithful to his employees.
Ron certainly had a tangible legacy in the city of Cincinnati when you can drive around town and see many premier buildings and facilities that Monarch built over the years, whether they be schools, universities, hospitals. Ron was very generous and very giving in the city of Cincinnati and the region. He contributed, again, to many boards, civic organizations, financial support, and I think he leaves a strong legacy in the region.
Ron never took the biggest corner office. He never took the spot that in fact attracted the limelight. Ron said, all of this attention and credit belongs to my people. It belongs to the people we employ because they're my family and I care that much. So that's how I remember Ron.
He was a good man. He was a man of faith. He demanded excellence of himself and of the people around him. He wanted to bring out the best in himself and the people around him. And I think he accomplished that in his life.
I wish to congratulate the 4 other laureates on being inducted into the Business Hall of Fame. Thank you to the selection committee of the Business Hall of Fame for choosing Ron to be a laureate this year. He would have been honored to receive this award. For many years, Ron enjoyed working in the selection committee with Hap Castleberry, Tom Hunnefeld, and many others. He felt strongly about promoting entrepreneurship and sound economic values with young adults, a core principle of the junior achievement. As you could see in the video, Ron loved challenges in all shapes, and especially in construction. Dealing with federal, state, county, and local governments, and even in the private sector. All of the challenges, however, could not have been made without the support of the wonderful team at Monarch Construction. Many of them are in this room this evening. They helped Ron reach his goal of all contracts to be completed on time and under budget. A big thank you to all of you.